Okay, and we're back. So, week 2 of the NFL comes with a few interesting storylines. Will the Chiefs drop to 0-2? Please, God, make it so. Will the Lions drop to 0-2? Are the Packers for real? Who will be at the bottom of the AFC East? The Patriots or the Dolphins? It's a lot of interesting stuff to go through. Let's get into it. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
All right, Eric. There's a lot of good stuff. Is there a possibility that week 2 could be as good as week 1? Do you think?
Only if the Chiefs go 0-2.
It'll be even better. And if they make it to 0-3, greatest season of all time. It's gonna be kind of difficult.
Actually, I would be starting to get concerned at that point that they're going to do one of those bullshit comebacks.
That they just somehow turn it around and they get hot at the right time and they're unstoppable. Like
It's like don't make them an underdog.
Like they go 0-6 and then Rashee Rice comes back, Worthy comes back, and they go undefeated the rest of the season, 11-6. That type of stuff. Don't put it out in the universe, you numbskull.
I hate that movie.
All right, so before we get into it, let me just give everybody a quick reminder that any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me at DarioSDW and at Super Dario World. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel. Remember, if we make it to 10,000 subs by the end of the season, I'll do something crazy that we still haven't thought of. We haven't really considered anything because Eric's idea was dumb, but I'm still open to suggestions. All right. I'm open to suggestions. I'm thinking about it. Also, if you want to join our league right now, if you're in our league and you care how things are going, stupid Eric is in first place. He went 15-1 for week 1. I am almost all the way at the bottom. I get 10-6. I did terribly. I need to massively step up my game this week, but let's get into it. If you want to be a part of the league, you still can. It's NFLPicksPage.com. The pool's name is SDW League. The password is SDW2025. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. I put in $100, so the winner takes all. There you go. It's just basically for fun. And if I win, well, nobody loses anything. If you want to put something in, you can. It's not necessary. It's not required. It's just for fun. But anyway, let's get into week 2 of the 2025 NFL season. And we begin with a very good Thursday night football game. The Commanders visiting the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field. Thursday, 5:15 p.m. A lot of interesting storylines here. Jaden Daniels, will he get that sophomore slump? The Packers, that defense looked really good against the Lions. They managed to stop the mighty Lions run. They embarrassed what was supposed to be one of the best O-lines in football. And the offense, they looked efficient. They moved the ball. Josh Jacobs at the end of the game, he could not be denied. He's keeping a record of like 9 games straight with a touchdown going back to last season. On the other side, the Commanders, they got one of the nastiest defenses I've seen, but again, they were nasty against the Giants, so are they really for real? Russell Wilson, he was pretty much washed up, but on the side of the Commanders, they had a few drops. So is this going to be an issue throughout the season? Will Deebo Samuel actually look good against a contender? So a lot of interesting storylines. Eric, you pick first here.
I think as of right now, just given first off home field advantage, and second, I feel like the Lions are more legit than the Giants, and the Packers embarrassed the Lions. I'm gonna go with the Pack on this one. Go Pack, go.
Yeah, I agree on that one. To me, it's more home field advantage than anything else. Also, Micah Parsons has another week under the system. Now, there's a few injuries on both sides. I think the Packers have a few more injuries. Actually, I should probably have the injury report up. But Packers at home, the defense in particular looked really good against the Lions. So, say what you want about the Lions defense, it's not great, but the Lions have a really good offensive personnel. So I'm gonna go with the Packers on this one. I like the Commanders. I don't know, man. I feel like the Packers, they're a younger team and they're a more complete team. So I'm gonna go with you, unfortunately, because that means that I won't be getting a point. But or I won't be getting closer, but God picked away. So God gets the Commanders. All right.
Nothing wrong with picking correctly.
What?
Well, if you know you're picking the same as me.
Oh, go that. Good hell. All right. So I got the NFL injury report here. Okay. Next we have. Let's see. Oh yeah. Ooh. Okay. So yeah, the Commanders have a lot of injuries. So let me see. Did not participate. Wide receiver Noah Brown. This is the Commanders. Limited Austin Eckler. Oh my God. All right. So you 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, no, 5 did not. 6 total did not participate. So did not participate. Noah Brown, Zach Ertz, Jonathan Jones, Marshawn Lattimore, Von Miller. I think that's probably because of veteran thing. And Laramie Tunsil. That's a really bad one. The new left tackle. Limited.
Should I submit a job application to them?
You know what? You might just get it. So we have 3 players limited: Austin Eckler, Tressway, and Dietrich Weiss. So that's quite the list. Unfortunately, the Packers is longer. So you ready? Okay, you got
Hit it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 limited, and it's Zane Anderson, safety. Nate Hobbs, cornerback. Oh, they already had not enough quarterbacks. Micah Parsons limited for the back thing. I'm assuming he's on a pitch count. Jaden Reed, wide receiver. That's bad. Baron Sorrell, defensive end, and Dontavian Wicks, wide receiver. So they're bleeding wide receivers apparently over there. Did not participate. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got Brenton Cox Jr., defensive end. And that's not really a big deal. Bo Melton, cornerback. See, they got an issue with cornerback, man. And Sack Tom, tackle. So both pretty injured teams. Apparently they it was not a good week 1 for them in that aspect. But okay, we already made our picks. We're moving on to. I don't think we'll be able to do the injury report for all teams. There's just too many. I'll try to.
No, and I'm not changing my opinion anyways.
I refuse to learn anything from new information. Giggity giggity.
It's like Jordan Love, he's out. Micah Parsons, he's out. Josh Jacobs, he's out. I don't care.
All right, the next one doesn't have that many, so it's the Jacksonville Jaguars against the Cincinnati Bengals. Jaguars only have 4. Okay, so 1 that did not participate, just the guard. And limited cornerback, so they're not that bad. Bengals just 1 limited, so it's fine. All right, so storylines here. Jaguars, they beat the Carolina Panthers. So are they really for real, or is it just that the Panthers suck? I mean, they were able to make them look lost, but was it the weather? Was it that, Bryce Young isn't that guy? Is it that ETN can just run up and down the field? I mean, is Trevor Lawrence the guy? Is Travis Hunter elite? Does he have potential? So there's a lot of question marks due to the quality of their opponent in week 1. On the other hand, you got the Bengals, who looked really, really, really bad on a winning effort against the Browns. So their defense looked good. Their defense helped them win, but they were being sliced and diced by the Browns and Joe Flacco. It's so
Super Bowl champion Joe Flacco.
And they won because the Browns kicker missed a few kicks and the wide receivers threw the ball up in the air for interceptions. So they gifted a couple of interceptions. So I'm concerned about the Bengals. They usually start off slow offensive wise, so par for the course. I mean, the Browns defense does look legit, and the Jaguars don't have a Garrett Wilson that's going to try to be killing Trevor Lawrence on every play. But the defense, I don't think they'll be able to stop the Jaguars defense. So I'm going to go with the Jaguars on this one. I don't like it, but it's until I actually see, the Bengals turn it on, I can't believe that they've turned it on. What do you think?
I think that's fair, although maybe going against better judgment, I will stick with Joey B on this one.
Okay.
I think, it was a really ugly win against the Browns, but at the end of the day, first game of the season, Bengals usually suck at the start of the season. divisional rival. Browns has a pretty good defense. They still managed to win. And Jaguars, who do they beat, right?
Exactly. That's
And the Bengals are at home. Just for this week, I'm gonna keep riding with the Bengals.
fair enough. Let's see what God thinks. God went home, so God believes in the Bengals. Next, we have the New Jersey Giants visiting the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys, they had a long week. They had a longer week to recover, from a humiliating defeat after, their best player dropped 3 balls. But on the other hand, speaking of humiliating, the Giants just have a humiliating performance all around. So notable injuries, Malik Hooker, the safety for the Cowboys, was limited, and a cornerback did not participate. I'm not even going to mention his name because you probably do not know him. And the Giants have 4 players who did not participate. Tackle Andrew Thomas, that's probably the biggest one. Wendell Robinson, wide receiver. And those Dexter Lawrence, defensive tackle, those are probably the only ones you might know. So, Eric, who do you like?
Honestly, Cowboys played a lot better than I expected.
Yeah.
And Giants, I have zero trust in Russ. Who even knows if they're going to want to keep starting him? I'm going to go with the boys on this one.
I concur. The Cowboys looked way better than I thought. I thought they were just going to look straight up bad, but the defense looked okay. I mean, I don't know why they didn't call a spy on Hurts the entire game, but overall they did fine. The Giants, they just look like a mess. I would not be surprised if Brian Dable gets fired in the middle of the game unless he brings in Jackson Dart. So this one could get very ugly very quickly. So I'm gonna go with you on the Cowboys, and God picked away. He went with the Giants. So risky. Next, we got the Bears visiting the Detroit Lions.
Ex-girlfriend game.
Ex-girlfriend, not. I guess. Ben Johnson returning to Detroit. Will he be greeted as a hero or as a traitor? Also, will he be like, please take me back? I can't play with this kid anymore. He sucks. Or will the Lions be like, please stay, we miss you? Interesting matchup, to say the least. I think the Lions have a better roster, and I trust in Goff at home more than I trust in Caleb Williams anywhere. They'll do really good script plays, and then, they'll just collapse probably. So I'm just going to go with the Lions. Plus, getting embarrassed by a division rival, they've got to be itching. They got to be itching for some payback. Now, they do have a long injury report, but, I mean, let's see. 2 did not participate. Oh, it's not that bad. So, linebacker Jack Campbell and tackle Taylor Decker. So, on the other hand, the Bears, 2 did not participate. Kyler Gordon and Grady Jarrett, or Garrett, however you say it. Also, DJ Moore, full participant, in case you were worried, because he did get injured in the middle of the game. But Eric, who do you like?
I think I like the Lions here as well. I think they got humiliated, and Dan Campbell's going to be chewing up some kneecaps.
Oh, definitely.
As a result.
And short week on the Lions. Short week for the Bears. That's also a factor. All right. God went away. God picked the Bears. He's being risky today. He's taking risks. Next.
Oh, do you actually have God's picks on the page? I haven't seen.
Yeah, we have a picks page for God. It's called SDW Random. That's because the God saying God just seemed arrogant. We just do it for fun. We don't. I mean, I guess it could.
We don't want to be. We don't want to be smited.
We don't. Yeah, we don't want to be sacrilegious. Anyway, the Los Angeles Rams visiting the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans. Cam Ward has the worst fucking luck ever. Like, that man should not buy a lottery ticket. First, he starts his career going up against the Denver Broncos defense, which appears to be elite, and he follows that up against the Rams defense, which did look elite. So, I mean, how many times can you roll snake eyes? This poor kid, they're gonna kill him. The Rams, have a tendency of beating bad opponents because they are a good team and they're well coached. So I am gonna stick with the Lions here. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stick with the Rams here. Let me see if I find the injury report while you make your pick.
Do I pick first on this one?
I already did it. Oh, by the way, Devonta Adams did not participate. It doesn't say injury or anything because it might just be a veteran rest day.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with the Rams on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Even
money.
though
like
Cam Ward, I do feel bad for the guy, but
I like the Titans' potential. It's just bad luck of the draw, man. You went up against two of the toughest defenses. But again, trial by fire.
I still haven't forgiven them for giving up D-Hop to the Chiefs.
But they didn't win the three-peat, so it's fine.
No. You don't get rid of original sin like that, boy.
All right, fair enough. God picked home. So he went with the Titans, man. He's really he's going for it. He's taking risks, man. Go. I respect it. I respect it. Next, interesting matchup for all the wrong reasons. Got the New England Patriots visiting the Miami Dolphins. A race to the bottom of the barrel, probably. Eric, who do you like?
I mean, no doubt the one who loses goes at the bottom of their division.
Yeah, by the way, okay, so here's the injury report. Patriots have 4 players who did not participate. Cornerback Christian Gonzalez, who I believe did not play against the Raiders. Harold Landry III, Morgan Moses, and Keon White. The Dolphins have 6 players who did not participate. Nobody. Jalen Waddle was limited. Darren Waller did not participate, probably because of veteran rest day. So yeah, nobody you would know.
This is where we're gonna know how fucking bad the Dolphins are.
Yep. Like how?
I was looking at our fantasy league, and nobody's taken Daniel Jones yet, even though he's ranked number 3. It's because everybody's like, it was like, is it?
Well,
are they that good?
He's going up against the Rams, man. Like I picked up the Rams defense because they're going up against the Titans. Like they don't have an O-line. So, by the way, I'm pissed. I don't understand. Clearly, I don't understand how waivers work. Because I thought I was the first overall waiver, and so I wanted to pick up Keenan Allen. So I put
Why would you be first number 1? You won.
No, because it said that it's in reverse order of the draft. So I thought I had the first waiver, and so I had Keenan as my number 1, and I had the Rams as number 2. And today I wake up, I open my fantasy app, and I have the Rams defense, and our stupid cousin has Keenan Allen on his team, and I'm like, what the hell, man?
You already have an Allen. Shit it.
You know what? Fair enough. I mean, to me, it's because Keenan Allen's been on my team every single year I've won. So it's like he's the lucky charm, I guess. I got to get him back, but I don't know.
Actually, I did see that Quinn Johnson was ranked higher, but I went for Keenan Allen anyways.
I'm because he's more reliable, I guess. I mean,
yeah.
Anyway, what were we? You were making your pick. I was stalling for time, man.
A bit of a spoiler, I guess, if you want to see. I already made my picks on the website, so I'm just looking them up. Went for Miami, and I'm not going to change my picks, so you know.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't care if I get new information that somebody died.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep the same pick.
All right, fair enough. So, an interesting matchup. I think the Patriots overall should be a better team. Because, Mike Bravel and all that stuff. However, it's Miami in September. So it'd still be extremely hot, extremely humid. And the Dolphins have to be more desperate for their jobs than the Patriots. The Patriots, it's year 1. People will have a little bit more patience with them. I don't know. I don't want to pick the Dolphins. They look terrible. The Patriots showed a little bit of signs of life, but advantage home, I guess. And if not, I deserve it for being an idiot and not trusting my own eyes. But there you go. The problem is that I don't know if the Colts are legit or not. So if the Colts are legit, then okay, Miami wasn't that bad. But if the Colts stink, that means that Miami stinks even more. But whatever. Let's see. God picked away. So God picked the Patriots. Dude, he's just going up against us every single time.
Eventually it's going to hit.
Story of my life. Anyway, next we got the San Francisco 49ers visiting the New Orleans Saints. Okay, and so the injury report for the 49ers is, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 did not participate. All right, ready? Did not participate. Nick Bosa, Juwan Jennings, Christian McCaffrey, I'm assuming that's a veteran rest day, Brock Purdy, and left tackle Trent Williams. And they did not participate.
What about George Kittle?
George Kittle, he's an IR, so he's not even considered.
He's just out.
Yeah, exactly. Full participation though, quarterback Mac Jones. So yeah. We might see Mac Jones. There? Mac Jones, yeah, we might see him play against the Saints. On the other side, the Saints have 1, 2, 4 did not participate. Let me see. Fuaga, tackle, you might know. Trevor Penning, the guard, and Chase Young, defensive end. So, do you go first or do I go first?
I think you go first on this one.
Okay, I'm going to go with the 49ers. The 49ers, forget about the offense looking better. And even if Brock Purdy doesn't play, or even if Christian McCaffrey, Kittle won't play, even if without McCaffrey, it's completely different, right? But the key thing is...
Actually, if McCaffrey didn't play, that would completely change my
that would completely change. Yeah. The thing is, the defense for the 49ers looked really good again because they got Robert Saleh back in the building. So I'm gonna believe more on them because the logic is the Saints will probably have a good defense, but the 49ers will have a good defense. So it's which offense do I believe in more? Do I believe more in potentially Mac Jones or in Spencer Rattler? And I think I believe in Mac Jones just a little bit more.
Okay.
You?
I believe in Christian if you get Mac Jones in there and McCaffrey, there's got to be like some McDouble.
There you go. I
believe in the McDouble.
All right. Let me see what God says. God picked away. I'm sorry. God picked home. That was my bad. God picked home. Saints. All right. Fair enough. Interesting.
He's back.
Next, we have the Buffalo Bills visiting the New Jersey Jets. So, Bills injury report, we have 1, 2, no participations. Cornerback Taron Johnson, linebacker Shaq Thompson. James Cook was limited in participation. Keon Coleman had full participation. Who else? Dawson Knox limited. That's a tight end. Tre'Davious White limited. Ooh, that's not good. The Jets, on the other hand, Mason Taylor, tight end, did not participate. That's probably the only one who you may know. All right. So, is this even a question? Are we even going to have a conversation?
Jets played good ball this weekend. They played good ball against the Steelers. But I mean, you got to go with Mr. MVP over there.
I'm going to go with the hot hand.
The man with the iron back.
Yeah. The Bills have been owning that division for quite a while. I'm
gonna call Josh Allen El Pipila.
Because he's put him on his back.
Yes.
Was the hero. All right. That's actually great. That's it. For those of you who don't know, look up an image of El Pipila and you'll be like, yep, that's Josh Allen. I concur 100% and I love it. So, I mean, the Jets looked okay in week 1. I need to see it again against a good team. So, because we don't know what the Steelers are. We don't know if the Steelers are a good team. And they're like, oh, yeah, they sliced and diced the Steelers defense. Yeah, the oldest freaking defense in the AFC. So, I need to see it again.
Wasn't that the Commanders?
I said the AFC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, let's see what God says. God picked the
I mean,
Jets.
you can't keep moving those goalposts around. Eventually it's gonna be like, well, this is the oldest defense in this stadium.
I mean, but I didn't move the goalposts. I was very specific. But anyway,
Too specific.
I guess. Next, we have the Seattle Seahawks visiting the aforementioned Pittsburgh Steelers. Eric, who do you like?
Man.
You want the
What
injury
happened,
report?
Sammy?
You want the injury report?
No, I already made my pick. And I think I'm gonna stick with it regardless, which is gonna be the Steelers going Super Bowl.
Steelers going to Super Bowl. Okay. I like your pick. I think that the Steelers have the advantage at home, but I need to make a move somewhere, and I don't like most of my other choices. I think the Seahawks can sneak one out of here. It's not that they played terribly. It's that the 49ers defense looked really good, but it was a divisional opponent, first game. I'm gonna give Sammy a shot, and I'm gonna pick the Seahawks mostly because I need to make a move because you're already really far ahead. Really far ahead. God picked away.
I'm like impossibly ahead. It's over.
Honestly, it's looking pretty bad, and I'm really happy that we did not make we did not cement a bet yet. But next,
Coward.
we have the Cleveland Browns visiting the Baltimore Ravens, and this is the easiest pick. The Baltimore Ravens must be pissed as hell. This is their home opener, and they're gotta be looking to take it out on somebody, and that somebody is the Cleveland fucking Browns. So give me the Ravens.
Target too.
Oh, definitely. Just clown on, of course. I mean, the Ravens have been dominating that division for a while, particularly the Browns. So I think it's I think it's time for the flock to just go berserk for a little bit.
You know what's funny? I'm also obviously going for the Ravens, but I would not be surprised if they lose.
Really? What's your logic?
Yeah, it feels like
I mean, it's a divisional game. You never know.
divisional game, and also it's gonna be one of those everybody goes for the Ravens. They're pissed. They're the much stronger team. So, I don't know. I've seen enough football to where some of these division rivals are like, oh yeah, this is a guaranteed game. Let's fucking show these fools.
You know what? It's a possibility. I doubt it, but it's a possibility. So let's see what God picks.
You sure you don't want to take the Browns?
Yeah. Even God picked the Ravens. Okay. I think it's the first time he's agreeing with us. So next we have one of the more interesting games that could be extremely entertaining or extremely boring. The Denver Broncos visiting the Indianapolis Colts. Eric, who do you like?
Considering I took their defense and their kicker, I'm going to go with the Indiana Jones.
Really?
Yes, I am. I was not impressed by the stinky donkeys at all.
Yeah, no, they looked pretty bad. They looked really bad. Bo Picks reared his ugly head. Lou Anarumo, the defensive coordinator for the Colts, had the Dolphins' number. I would not be surprised if he also has Sean Payton's number. From what I saw of the Broncos game, they were not great against the run, which I don't understand why they didn't run the ball, why the Titans didn't run the ball more. And I don't know if you know this, but the Colts have a man named Taylor. I forgot his first name. Jonathan Taylor. There you go. Whew, that was gonna bug me. So I have a man named Jonathan Taylor, Mike Taylor. There you go. Yes. And he good. He's one of the better running backs in the league. So I'm gonna agree with you. I should probably make a move here, but I don't want to root for the Broncos. And I kind of like this whole Indiana Jones story. So I'll ride it as far as it goes. So
keep in mind that the earlier in the season, the more you can sort of afford to make moves, since we don't really know what any of these teams are.
It's just the advantage of being at home. It's a big advantage. So we'll see. Next, God picked away, by the way, in case you were wondering. Do you care about the report at all?
For who?
The injury report?
Not me. I already made my pick.
Let me see. Quitshawn Junkins did not participate. I already mentioned this one. Did not. Okay. Dre Greenlaw did not participate. I'm guessing that's a veteran thing. Jalen Jones, Shavarius Ward. Okay. I like the Colts right now. Next, we have the Carolina Panthers visiting the Arizona Cardinals. Now, the Cardinals did win against the Saints, but it was closer than I would have liked. If I'm a Cardinals fan, I would have preferred that they just completely and totally owned the Saints. However, they got the victory. So, will they be able to continue? Are the Panthers just that bad? Again, week 1. I just know that I kind of like the Cardinals defense, and I hated everything I saw from the Carolina offense. So, and I wasn't impressed by their defense. So I'm going to go with the Cardinals here.
I'm gonna take the Cards as well. I like the little chemistry you got going on with Mr. Kyler and Marvin Harrison.
Mm-hmm. And
liking it is blossoming into something beautiful.
Beautiful.
You love to see it.
All right, let me see what God says. God picked the way. All right, got the Panthers. Next, Super Bowl rematch, which is not on prime time, by the way. Crazy. But you got the Philadelphia Eagles visiting the Kansas City Chiefs, the embarrassed Kansas City Chiefs, the emasculated Kansas City Chiefs, the massively injured Kansas City Chiefs, and also without any wide receivers. So, really quickly, wide receiver Jalen Royals did not participate. Wide receiver Xavier Worthy did not participate. Drew Tranquil, limited. Trey Smith, limited. Norman Lott, limited. And I don't know. Norman Lott did participate. So there you go. Eagles. Dallas Goedert did not participate. That might be just a veteran thing. But okay. So, Super Bowl rematch. Chiefs at home. Chiefs do not lose back-to-back games, or so I've heard. The Eagles embarrassed the Chiefs the last time they took the field at the same time. However, different teams now, and I think the Chiefs are considerably worse. I mean, the Eagles played their last game without their best defensive player, and they still looked okay. And they did not even try throwing the ball. So I think that the Chiefs do not have wide receivers. And so it's going to be easier for the Eagles defense. First off, Jalen Carter will play again unless he spits on Patrick Mahomes, which, by the way, I would not hate. I'd prefer an open hand slap. But if that's going to be his thing, I'd find it funny. I'd be like, you know what? All right, fair enough. But
keep him just for the memes.
Yeah. I think it's going to be the Eagles night, and I think the Chiefs will fall to 0-2 in forever, and it'll be glorious, and I will laugh, and I'll be happy for the first time in forever.
I'm gonna take the Eagles too, but I hope the Chiefs do good because I got Patty. I got Patty on my.
Traitor! You fantasize about Patrick Mahomes. God picked home. So.
He good.
God picked home. All right. But he has devil magic. Why would you side with him, God? Anyway. Primetime. What do you think the primetime game is?
Primetime, Chargers play on Monday, right?
Monday. Actually, the next 3 games are technically primetime because there's a doubleheader on Monday. But the Monday one is super. The Chargers game is not really prime time. It's super late. It's at 10 o'clock on the East Coast, so 7 o'clock over here.
Okay. Is it Vikings?
Yeah.
I was like, what's left?
Against your favorites.
Ooh.
Vikings take on the Atlanta Falcons.
Ooh.
Yep. Prime time. Back-to-back games where JJ McCarthy plays on prime time. So it's a short.
Is he the truth?
Short week, you know. We know that he's not blinded by the bright lights. However, home opener against the Atlanta Falcons, who may or may not have their best wide receiver. Let me see the injury report real quick. Falcons, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Darnell Mooney did our limited participation. Drake London limited. Drake London limited participation. Jamal Agnew did not participate. So that's 4. Wait, they have 4 wide receivers. Okay, Casey Washington did not participate. So they have 2 wide receivers who did not participate and 2 that were limited in practice against that freaking defense. I think it's getting pretty easy right now to pick, but let's see the Vikings injury report. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 did not participate. Andrew Van Ginkel, he's good. Josh Oliver, Jeff Akunda, Ryan Kelly. Ooh, center Ryan. He's probably a veteran thing. Ty Chandler, doesn't matter. Blake Cashman could hurt it if he doesn't play. So, based on the defensive play I saw from the Vikings, I'm gonna pick the Vikings. Also, fuck the Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons can fornicate themselves. I'm gonna go with the JJ McCarthy here. I like the spunk he had, last week. The freaking the bright lights were not too hot for him.
You know what's gonna be really?
And, he might be the opposite of primetime Cousins, which is funny.
You know what's extra funny? Because also Kirk Cousins used to play for the Vikings.
That's why.
Michael Penix was taken above JJ McCarthy. So if JJ McCarthy ends up being the better player, the Falcons will look even stupider than they already did because of this move. So I'm all for that. I'm all for that all day, every day.
And Kirk Cousins was also in that mix at some point.
For what?
Well, he played with the Falcons.
Yeah. Actually, so if we want to go for the full story, Kirk Cousins was released by the Vikings. He wanted to stay there, and the Vikings were like, we're not going to give you that much money because we don't know if you're still any good after your ACL. And then the Falcons were like, we'll give you $100 million guaranteed and a no trade clause. And Kirk Cousins was like, bitch, sign me up. I'm all in. Hells yeah. And then they draft this kid. And he's like, the fuck are you doing, man? You promised me I'd be the starter. But, it's... Why didn't you get me some fucking help in the draft? But anyway, whatever. So we all know how stupid the Falcons are. I'm actually curious to see how good the Vikings can really be. Because again, it was a tough 3 quarters for JJ McCarthy. The Bears defense looked extraordinarily good the first 3 quarters. So we'll see. Well, we'll see what's up. We'll see if they're for reals for real, or if they're not for reals for real.
You think they're for reals for real?
I think they could be for reals for real. Could be. But listen. So here's what happens when you're in a team sport or whatever. When a guy does something extraordinary. So let's say dude was in a very bad spot. I talked about this yesterday, but he was in a very bad spot. Some might say the worst possible position a rookie quarterback could be in, or a first-time starter could be in. Pick 6, down on the 4th quarter, all that stuff. To be able to rally and turn that thing. There's a thing. I saw a thing where I think Aaron Jones said that when they went to the next huddle, he was like, guys, is there anywhere else you'd rather be right now? Which is, you can tell there's a lot of Jim Harbaugh in that kid. And so right now, everybody and their mother believes in that kid. In that locker room, they're like, he's the guy. We believe in you. We've seen you do it. And that shit's contagious. All right, that breeds confidence like crazy. If the wide receiver was a little worried, was a little tense, they play whole team plays a little bit looser because they trust him. And again, that thing it starts to take momentum. It builds up. So I believe in that. What's up? What were we gonna say?
It's starting to give me a little bit of a Joey Burrow type of vibes. Where I remember, his first season was rough because he got injured and the Bengals just fucking sucked the whole way through. but once he actually had a full season, he actually had a chance to show himself with an actual O-line that didn't want to kill him.
No, I think it's kind of different because first off, I would never compare JJ McCarthy to Joe Burrow. That's not a fair comparison.
I just mean it in the sense of it seems like he's clearly starting to get to that, the team trusts him.
Well, no,
in these situations.
It's different because the Bengals always looked at Joe Burrow like, carry us, please. We need all the help we can get. Deliver us. And here,
The chosen one.
the Vikings are a really good team. They won 14 games last year. They're already a really good roster. So they're more like, dude, you're on par with us. So it's not like we don't have to care. We're not winning in spite of you. We're winning with you. All right, so with Joe Burrow, it's more like we win because of you. Here, it's more like we're winning with you. Because again, a bunch of vets, proven players, really good roster, and it's like, okay, he can hang. So our job is to keep him up, right? We need to keep him up. So that it's a very different vibe. But it's not like they're carrying dead weight. Like, for example, the Giants right now have to feel like we're carrying just dead fucking weight. We're just carrying Russell Wilson's corpse, and it's hindering us, and you get annoyed by that shit. But here it's like, no, this dude's hanging, and things are going good, and they're vibing. So it's a very different vibe. But let me see what God says. God picked the way. So God picked the Falcons. I mean, he's against you for some reason today. He's like, he hates you.
He wants to lose.
Next, on the first of the Monday night doubleheaders, actually a pretty good game. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers visiting the Houston Texans. The Buccaneers squeaked away a victory against the Atlanta Falcons. They actually have quite a few injuries. However, the injury report has not been submitted yet because it's a Monday night game. So we don't know how bad it is for a lot of their players. And the Houston Texans, their O-line looked terrible. So Tampa Bay Bucks have been known to have a pretty good defense. The Houston Texans had a really good defense against the freaking Rams. So it was a nasty game on both sides. I can see either team taking it, but I think, do you pick first or do I pick first?
I don't remember. I can pick first if you want.
Go ahead.
I'll be going for the Bucaneros on this one, personally.
I like your pick. It's that not having an O-line against that defense is really bad. However, I need to make a move, and Houston Texans at home, not desperate.
Not a bad one to go on.
Yeah, desperate to not fall to 0-2. Baker did not look 100% against the Falcons, so I'm going to take a risk here with the Houston Texans. Let's see what God says. Okay. God picked home. God went with the Texans. I'm going to change my pick now.
You're like, I'm not liking this.
And finally, the best game of the week, we got the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Raiders. The stupid, ugly, disgusting Raiders. By the way, I was having a chat with some friends on a group text that we have. You know, it's a football one. And one of them just found out that, Pete Carroll's coaching the Raiders? What? Like, yeah, they got Tom Brady. They brought him in, blah, blah. He's like, I guess I can root for the Raiders now. And I was like, you son of a bitch. How dare you? That's disgusting. And he said, like, dude, you're like a Chargers fan complaining about the Raiders is like an ugly fat chick complaining about a hot chick. And I was like, hold the fuck on. All right. That's like the worst comparison possible. If I had to make a fair comparison, I'd say the Chargers are like the goody two shoes nerdy girl who's on the verge of blossoming, you know, who's about to enter like her hot phase, you know, who's hot but didn't know it. She needs to have like her makeover. Have you ever seen She's All That?
Yeah, she needs to have her glow up.
Yeah, she and we're on the process. We're putting on that makeup. Jim freaking Harbaugh's putting on that makeup, boy. So
he's shoving that thing on.
So it's like that girl complaining about like the skanky hoe who's starting to work out in juvie. You know what I'm saying? Like that feels like a fair comparison to me. I don't know what you think.
I think it's perfect.
Right? I mean, it's I think I'm being nice here, but whatever. Anyway, easy pick.
Although I do like Pete Carroll.
I am concerned for the first time in a very long time, which is probably like a year. Cause in the Staley era, I was always concerned, but in the Jim Harbaugh era, I haven't been scared of the Raiders. However, Pete Carroll is legit. However, the Raiders roster is not. They have a few stars, like this man right here, Max Crosby, star. Brock Bauer, star. Aston Genty not looking great so far, so but again, his O-line's not great. Geno Smith.
Bauer's playing?
That's the thing. We don't have the injury report yet. So even if I knew or whatever, I was still gonna pick the Chargers because I'm the Raiders. But I think overall the Chargers have a better roster. They had a longer rest week, and I just don't. I mean, the Raiders beat the Patriots. Come on. Now I don't like that the Chargers have back-to-back road games, but what can you do? At least it was a long week.
The Chargers are going to have back-to-back divisional games.
And week 3 is against the Broncos. That's the game that concerned me the most because A, really good defense, B, short week. So we'll see. I think that the Chargers should be able to take care of business comfortably. However, I am a bit concerned because it's that stupid old man, Pete Carroll, who's actually pretty good and competent at his job. I'm assuming you picked the same way.
I'm gonna pick the charge on this one. I love me the charge.
Hells yeah. Herbie will continue his MVP season. I can see it. Keenan Allen will have 13 touchdowns. Len McConkey, 15. Hell, freaking QJ is gonna drop 20 touchdowns. And,
Don't bring that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
No. But anyway, let's see what God says. All right, God picked home. So there you go. Those were our picks for week 2 of the NFL season. I don't know when we're gonna do our next live because I have a softball game next Tuesday, and Monday it's gonna be too freaking late. Let me just check the time here real quick for the softball game because I know you prefer Tuesdays, and I'm trying to accommodate that. Yeah. And also, I don't remember who from the audience said that Tuesday's better for me. So let me see. Is the 16th, right? I might be able to. I have an early game, so I might be free by like 9:30. Is that okay for you? 9:30. Okay, let's aim for that. Okay. As always, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again next time.